You can guess where I am today. Well, I've actually been having a bit of fun recently. Standing on the decking with my earbuds on, listening to music and choosing my funeral song. I know, yeah, sounds weird, but actually I've been sort of doing that since I was about 20, when I went to a funeral and heard somebody's song, and I thought, who chooses this music? Was it them that chose it, or somebody else? And so I thought, lots of birds flying around, what would I choose? And I chose the Beach Boys, Disney Girls, and I thought, oh, that's a nice romantic one, Disney Girls, Fantasy World, I'm Going Home. But I played it again recently and I thought, actually, no. And that came about because I was doing my filing, and I suddenly realised that my filing cabinet had gone from one drawer, it was at one stage it was 2 drawers, gone from 1 drawer down to half a drawer. Mainly because it's things like receipts and old insurance policies, but things like bank statements and so forth, and credit card statements, it's all online. So I updated my Getting Your Affairs in Order list, I call it, in case of need. I've had it for a long time now. My wife started to worry many years ago. Anyway, I keep it updated. Passwords have changed. Account numbers have changed. My car insurance is with a different car, of course, and the buildings and contents insurance is with a different company. A lot changed without me really realising it, so there's a lot of updating to do. And I went through the list again of people that I wanted to come to the funeral, and not a list of people I didn't, just the people I wanted to come. And some of them are no longer with us. My brother-in-law that I spoke about, he's died. My sister-in-law, ex-sister-in-law, nobody knows where she is. She's last seen somewhere in Bournemouth with dementia. And a lot of these things, time moves on. And I really don't want to leave my wife with a bundle of things to deal with once I've gone. We always argue over what to do with my ashes. I want them to go into a church next to my parents in Laverstock, Salisbury. She wants them to go somewhere up here in Suffolk. But I know full well that should something happen to me, although she loves Suffolk, this is her hometown, home area, she'll go and live close to my daughter and stay there. So never come to Suffolk. So I'm still sticking out on that. I think I mentioned before, I did a long video of this probably about 4.5 years ago, where I knew someone who husband had terminal cancer, and he told the Macmillan nurse where he wanted his ashes, but he didn't tell his wife. And she'd forgotten, the Macmillan nurse, that is. So when the wife came to sort of say, well, where did he want his ashes? I don't know. She didn't know. So she still got them, didn't know what to do. She's still, when she talks about them, she's still upset and still annoyed. So I've done it, and my wife's still annoyed. So yeah, what else? I've updated the will. I've done that. I've spoken to a couple of people about wills recently, and they've made the mistake of putting amounts in and not percentages. And I've had this before, and I stopped my mum doing it, thank goodness. She'd given a fixed amount to a friend, and the rest was to my sister and I. Sounds fine, except when she went into the care home, and we sold the house, nearly all the money went on the care home. So a friend nearly had the major part of it, but we got to change the will, and that didn't happen in the end. It's all these sort of things you need to take care of. It's always worthwhile going to see an independent will writer talk about wills and powers of attorney. If they're probably called different things in different countries, but I'd always recommend that. So yeah, so what's it now? July 2024. I'm still here, still on the nest. Rupert's not allowed on the nest. Forgot to say, what music did I choose? Well, I went through things like Jethro Tull, Life is a Long Song. I thought, yeah, I used to really like that. That'd be good. And then Donovan's song. My favourite double LP is Gift from a Flower to a Garden. And some of the songs on the second LP are just unbelievable and absolutely fantastic. But my first cassette that I used to play driving around the New Forest in my beaten up Mini that used to fall apart, and was I customised it in the end actually. It was really good. Stuck the wheels out, flares on, fur inside, blacked windows, and yeah, really, you know, even hearing me talk about it makes me think, yeah, that was really knees bees. But bees knees. The cassette was Matthew Sudden Comfort, and I like their song Woodstock, and I bought their LP with that on in about, I bought it about 1970. And there's a song on there called Brand New Tennessee Waltz, and I put a link below to show you where it is. And I played it, and I thought, actually, even now I like it. And it's one of those songs that you can't help waltzing along to towards the end. And I had this visions of at the funeral, if anybody turns up, even if they do a funeral, I don't know. But even if there's one person there, as they're walking out, they'll probably be swaying and wondering, why did he choose this music, and swaying. But I chose it simply because it's a bit of fun. And I'd like the idea of seeing people swaying and not understanding why I chose it. But yeah, so that's my current one, and I've altered my list to include that. I've not told my wife yet. We'll have to have a sit down over all the updates. She's finding it all confusing. So I've had to redo it, do it on a spreadsheet, and with phone numbers and who to contact and policy numbers and so forth, as well as a Word document. It gets... Anyway, Brand New Tennessee Waltz. Have a listen and see what you think. And let me know if you agree.